What's the best use of a former church? Turn it into a brewery.
Our friends in Pittsburgh took us to such a place called Church Brew Works. Hi, I'm Phoebe.
I'm Adam.
We're the couple behind In the Great Wide, and we went to Pennsylvania for the first time on our Amtrak train trip across America, where we spent a few days in Pittsburgh with some local friends who showed us around and took us to Church Brew Works for dinner.
The Church Brew Works is located in the Lawrenceville neighborhood of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Church of the Church Brew Works was once known as St. John the Baptist and served the growing number of Irish and Scotch Catholics in the area.
The cornerstone for St. John the Baptist was laid on July 1st in 1902, and the church actually survived a fire in 1915, plus 2 world wars, and the loss of most of the heavy industry in Lawrenceville during the 50s.
In 1993, the Bishop of Pittsburgh put the church under an act of suppression, making it no longer usable as a house of worship.
It lay dormant for 3 years until Church Brew Works bought the building and renovated it to accommodate a bar and restaurant. And then they reopened it almost 3 years to the day after the church closed.
Now, monks have been brewing beer since the 5th century. A lot of it's very famous in Belgium. A lot of monks brewing famous Belgian beer.
So don't freak out that there's a brewery inside a church.
It makes sense for there to be a brewery inside a church.
And there was obviously a lot of reverence taken when they were restoring and renovating the church. The main beer vats stand on what used to be the altar at the center, back, or front of the church, I suppose, depending on which way you look at it.
The hanging sconces from the support pillars are refurbished from the original building. The bar is made from repurposed oak planks taken from the original pews. And the floors are the original Douglas fir, painstakingly restored after being hidden by plywood for 50 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool that they did that.
Yeah.
And making the beer the center of their operation was a good sign because their pious monk Dunkel has won 10 awards over the last 14 years.
Yeah. 9 other beers of theirs have won a total of 16 awards. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. A lot of award-winning beers in this church.
They currently have 11 beers on tap, including 3 that have won multiple awards. So you can taste some award-winning beer.
And you can order beers by the pint or get a sampler like we did to try all of the beers currently on their menu.
Yeah. My personal favorite was a Rausch beer, a smoked malt beer that isn't on the menu anymore. It was the first time that I had a Rausch beer, and it was mind-blowing. Changed my idea of what a beer could be.
It was such an interesting beer. Unlike anything I had ever had before.
It was really good.
But my personal favorite was the Jack Skellington. It was an imperial stout that was brewed with pumpkin and spices, so it was a seasonal beer, but it was super tasty. And you can say what you want about pumpkin spice everything, but it was super tasty.
Most of the tap beers can be taken home in growlers, as well as 6-packs in cans of most of their brews.
And they also offer a 5-liter mini keg of their pious monk Dunkel. That's the one that won a bunch of awards. Just saying.
Beer prices are not listed on their menu or online, which we are not big fans of.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying when places don't list their prices.
But we paid $25 for a sampler of all of their 9 beers at the time, which is a really good deal.
Yeah, it was very reasonably priced.
Yeah. The food menu seems to change fairly often, but this isn't just your typical German pub-style fare. It's more like a fancy restaurant with a German pub-style twist.
The mains contain a number of seafood dishes, like shrimp and grits, or crab cakes, or grilled salmon. But if seafood isn't your thing, then they also have a pork porterhouse, barbecue ribs, and a Jubilee Hilltop Ranch meatloaf, as well as a number of chicken dishes.
The mains will set you back anywhere from $18 to $30. If you're more blue-collar, like me or us, they have a number of sandwiches, like a Kobe beef cheese steak, a pulled pork sandwich, and a barbecue chicken slaw melt that will set you back about $13 to $15.
Yeah, reasonably priced sandwiches, for sure.
Tasty.
Yeah, and they also have appetizers, salads, desserts, including a braided pretzel, pierogies, which I had never had before.
Oh, yeah.
And a malted bread pudding.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
And ironically, this isn't the first bar we've been to inside a church. The other one we found was in Glasgow, Scotland. It was called Oranmore, and it was so cool.
And a huge thank you to our waitress who suggested Oranmore to us.
Ubiquitous Chip.
Ubiquitous Chip.
Yeah, we wouldn't have known it was there otherwise.
Yeah, Ubiquitous Chip, very good. Oranmore, fantastic.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
Always ask the locals where to
go
when you're traveling, because we wouldn't have found that place otherwise. And I don't know that we would have found Church Brew Works without our local friends there recommending it to us too.
Yeah. So if you do know of other breweries or bars that have taken over a church, please tell us in the comments, because we will go there.
I want to go. And check out Church Brew Works while you're in Pittsburgh, because drinking inside a church is a pretty unique feeling that you just don't get very often.
So make sure you subscribe to our channel for more brewery and bar reviews released every Thursday.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the Great Wide somewhere.